welcome to my tutorial. I'm Jenny and this is 24/7 Crochet. Today we are going to make keychains, and you can make them in different kinds of colors like I've done here. For these keychains, I've been using this kind of yarn ball. It's quite thin, so to make these I actually use double yarn. So I will be crocheting with this yarn here, but if you prefer to use a thicker yarn, you can do that. It will look like this. Okay, so what we will do is we will start by making two circles. You can either do them in two different colors or in the same color, and then we will add the rose petals. And if you're able to get hold of chains like this, it will look extremely professional. And of course you can use them for keys, but I think they're also quite cute, you know, to put them on your bag or your backpack. Just use them as accessories. And of course it's also possible to give them eyes and a smile. Just put a face on them if you want to. But we will just make them quite simple as I've done here today. So we will start by making a magic ring. If you're not comfortable with making the magic ring, you can also watch my tutorial. I have two very easy ways to do it. And if you're not comfortable by making the magic ring, you just chain 4 and join so that you will end up with a circle. So what we will do now is we will start by placing 6 single crochets in your magic circle. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then you just pull the loose end to make a circle. Make sure that when you start crocheting that you don't start crocheting with your loose end. That can happen very easily. So what we will do now is we will do increases in every stitch. We now have 6 single crochets, and by placing 2 single crochets in each stitch, you will end up with a total of 12. And be aware of me using the American term for the stitches. So to join this magic circle, you don't place a slip stitch or anything, you just start by placing your single crochets, and we will do increases. So we will place 2 single crochets in each stitch, and you will end up with a total of 12. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and the last stitch 12. Now, before continuing, I recommend you to use a stitch marker. So if you lose count, it's fine. So you place your stitch marker if you have one, or you can use anything, just something. So I like to place it in the last stitch, so I know that this one will now be the last one on the next round. Pull it tight. So we will continue doing our increases, but we will now place 1 single crochet and then 2 single crochets in the next for the whole round. Here. Okay, so that's 1 and then 1 and 2. 1, 1 and 2. 1, 1 and 2. 1 and then 1 and 2. A few more. 1, 1 and 2. 1 and then 1 and 2. So you reach your stitch marker and you know that you are at the end of this round. You will also know that your count is correct when you end with 2 increases in the last stitch, as the first stitch on this same round was a single crochet, 1 single crochet. So you will have every other with single 1 crochet, 2 crochet, 1 crochet, 2 crochet. So move your stitch marker and get ready for next round. So for this next round, we will continue with our increases, and we will do 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, and then we will do 2 in the same stitch. 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, and then 2 single crochet in the same. And 2 single crochets in the last one. Put your stitch marker here at the last stitch of this round. And now to finish off this round, you will have to place 1 single crochet in each stitch the whole way around. And I will meet you at the end of this row, and I will show you how we will finish this one with an invisible stitch. So I just placed the last stitch for this round. You can remove your stitch marker, grab your scissor, cut the yarn, and then you just pull it out of the loop like so. You need your yarn needle, and what we will do now is come from the back of the first loop of this round. So you insert your needle from the back and you pull through. Then you go from the front to the back on the last loop you made, and you tighten. And this last loop you made, you will come from the front, insert your hook, and just pull through. And place your invisible stitch. So this is the front. This will be what will be shown on your final result, and this is the back side. So a keychain is something that needs to be able to live through wear and tear. So we will secure the yarn extra good. So for me, I have 2 pieces of strands, so I will just take that one piece through my needle. If you only work with one big piece of yarn, you just pull it apart, split it, and then you will take one piece of the yarn through your needle, and then just find a single loop and pull through, and then you make a double knot. Like this. And then back to the needle and just go through a few loops on the back side with your yarn like this, and then you can actually cut it. You can also weave in the tail from your magic ring. I recommend you to do it the same way. You take a piece of strand, piece of yarn, and just go through a small loop somewhere so that you can make a double knot. So when you're done with this, you will have to repeat the entire thing once again. So once you're done with making another piece like this, we will meet again and I will show you how to join the 2 pieces, and we will start with the flower petals. Now that you have made your 2 pieces, the front and the back, you will put them back to back, and we will start attaching these 2 pieces together. So we will place a single crochet in every stitch, and you will leave an opening here for the filling to put inside. And it's really up to you how much you want to put inside, but just a little bit, you know, to give it some puffiness. But of course, if you want a rounder fit, you can do that as well, a rounder shape. So you will start by inserting your hook through one of your single crochets, and then you will do the same at the second piece you made, like so, and then you will just grab the yarn and pull it through, leave the end, and then make a chain like this, and then in this very same space you will place a single crochet that will count as your first single crochet. Then you will just continue inserting your hook in the corresponding space on both sides and place your single crochets. It should be a total of 24 single crochets. So you go ahead and you continue doing your single crochets, and then I will meet you at the end of this round and we will start working with our petals. To join the last round here with your single crochets, you will just insert your hook into that very first chain you made and make a slip stitch like this. Now you will have to chain 3, and that this is the start of your first petal. You will now have 24 single crochets, and you will end up with a total of 12 petals. So I will walk you through this. We start by chaining 3, and then we will make 5 treble crochets. So you yarn over once, you yarn over twice, then you will insert your hook into this very first space you made with your chain, like this. Grab the yarn and pull through, yarn over. You will now have 4 loops, and you will yarn through 2 loops. Yarn over again and pull through 2 loops. You have 2 loops left. Yarn over and pull through. This is your first treble, and we now had 2, so we will make 4 more as we want a total of 6. So this is what it will end up looking like, and we really crush them all into the same space, and that is what will give them this really nice shape when you're done. So we will make another treble together. Yarn over once, yarn over twice, insert your hook in this space, grab the yarn, pull through. You now have 4 loops. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through the 2 last ones. So we will make 3 more. That's 4. Yarn over twice, insert your hook and grab the yarn. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. We have now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We will make 1 more together, 1 and 2. Insert your hook and grab the yarn. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over and pull through 2. So now we have 6 trebles, and you will now chain 3, 2 and 3. And what you will do now is you will bring your hook down to the same space as you made all your trebles. Insert your hook there. You will grab the yarn from the back side and pull through, and then you will make a slip stitch like this. Pull it tight, and you can see the next single crochet you made here is kind of crushed into this petal. So we will skip this one, and you will now place a slip stitch in the next single crochet. So pull the yarn tight, insert your hook underneath this single crochet, grab the yarn and make another slip stitch like this. Then you will chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then you will continue with your trebles. You will make 6 trebles, and then you will chain 3, insert your hook in the space, grab the yarn and make a slip stitch. Then you will skip the next, and the second single crochet you will insert your hook, make another slip stitch, and then make another petal. So we will finish off this one together as well. We made 2. Six trebles. Continue with chaining 3. Insert your hook into this loophole, the space right here. Grab the yarn from the back side and pull through. And now it's always a little bit tricky. We will now make a slip stitch. Tighten the yarn, skip this one, go to the next, insert your hook, grab the yarn and make another slip stitch, and you are ready to chain 3 and then make another 5 trebles, so you have a total of 6 trebles, and then just continue and you will end up with 12 of these. So you continue and I will see you at the end of this petal row or petal round. So I'm almost done with my last petal. I will just place my 3 chains and insert it and grab the yarn and make this slip stitch. So what I do now to finish off is I actually slip into the space for my first petal. I grab the yarn from behind here and I just pull it through and just get the yarn from the back side and just pull it through again. It's time to cut the yarn. Just pull this through and well, you're almost done. What is left is to secure the yarn. So what I do the same as I did with the base. You just either you split the yarn you have or you use the 2 strands of yarn, and you just find a place to insert your needle and pull through that one piece of yarn and make a knot. Make a double knot to be sure. What you can do next is, instead of weaving in those loose tails, you will just, since you already made a knot, they are quite well secured already. So you can just put your needle into your project and out on the other side and pull through the yarn and cut it. And I usually pull the yarn a little bit when cutting so that it will disappear inside. So you do the same with this yarn. I do recommend you to make sure it comes out on the same side at the back side. So just pull it through like this and do the same procedure again. Secure your yarn, and once that is done, it's time for you to attach the chain for the key if you have one. Again, there are so many possibilities. You could also just keep those strands of yarn and just tie it to your project if that's what you prefer. But if you have the possibility to make a keychain, I'm pretty sure you can buy the equipment wherever you want, like Amazon or different websites or arts and crafts shops. So what you need is this. So I start by putting this one into my project. I decided that for me this will be the front side and this will be my back side. So you just use your fingers to pull it through. So once you made it through several loops of yarn, it's time to grab the other piece, attach it like this, and what I use is a tool like this to make it stay. And there you go. You have a new keychain. Perfect gift for a good friend. And you can organize your petals a little bit to make them look flawless. So I really hope you liked my tutorial. I made many tutorials both for home decorations, for fashion, for pets. I also do have some crochet basic techniques if you are a completely new beginner. But I really hope that you followed my tutorial. I would love for you to leave comments. There is always room for, to approve. But what I really want is for you to be as happy as I am with crocheting. I mean, there will never be a boring moment again in your whole life if you enjoy crocheting, and there are tons and tons of projects that you can make. So please hit the like button and subscribe if you would like to see more of my new tutorials coming up. Stay safe!